Hello, everyone. So my name is Cosmic Kotaku, and again, I am here with Doctor of Insanity. Introduce yourself.
What's up, everyone?
Right. And we're going to look at one of his new songs. We're only going to do one today. We might do this again tomorrow, right? So we can get both of them out of the way. But this... There's a funny story behind this song, right? You and me have recently been watching the Godzilla cartoon that was based off the 1998 movie, right? Terrible movie, but the cartoon is actually really good. And
yes, and I remember when I originally showed you this, and I did remember that time. It's like when I originally showed you this song, you thought this was about basically that one song of yours, the abortions with the monsters thing. And you thought this was basically like my continuation of that song, like after the monsters are destroyed.
I have a song with monsters.
I'm guessing you did not listen to half of what I just said there.
I heard the
gibberish.
It was a little bit gibberish on my end, to be perfectly honest. I heard abortion. I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah, I think it was basically your abortion. It was one of your songs where basically you were referring to, where you're basically talking about like the modern day type of monsters trying to create the world in their vision or something like that.
Not ringing a bell, but I'll take your word for it, right? All right, so let's get through this. Let's make sure the captions are on. You put the captions in, right?
Yes. I put the captions in all of my songs. I make sure that they're working perfectly before I publish them.
Thank you for the YouTube channel chat test, Kinnock. Right? All right, so let's just get to... Oh yeah, before we start, let's just look at the image. Let me turn off the chat view for a bit. So obviously we got you in the center image. Yeah, like the computer does the emote, not the face. You got very obviously tool and lunchbox, right? A toolbox and a lunchbox, right? Towards the bottom right hand corner, you got a sign, almost like one of those, like a chalkboard. It says "Good Crew, Better Tomorrow" with the smiley face on it. Did the smiley face killer make an appearance, right? And then we got it on the top left hand corner, we have "We Build Hope Together," another smiley face. And yeah, this is very obviously inspired by like some of those older work posters, you know, where everyone's smiling and enjoying their job.
Yep.
I will say there is one thing that I did notice that you probably may have missed in this image.
It's the hand, isn't it?
Oh, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? On the person on the bottom left-hand side?
Yeah, I had to do a bunch of edits to this one image. And so the fact that that's the only thing that basically slipped through the cracks is kind of amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great image. It's just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this guy's having a bad time. Oh, hello, Keo. Now I'm going to turn back on the chat box. Now we've talked about it. Hello, Kianala. Hi, trying to set up a new scanner, so I won't be talking much. That's fair. Again, I'm just glad that you decided to pop by. Kinnock says, "Kick chat test." Thank you for testing my chats, right? Hello, Runia. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before, Runia. Thank you for the lurk. Kinnock says, "I gotcha." Thank you, right? All right, so let's get to the song, since that's what we're recording, right?
Yeah.
The skyline's torn, the streets are cracked and bare. Tower and shadows left their mark everywhere. But at the break of dawn, we pull our boots on tight. Hard hats gleaming in the morning light. Steel and concrete, sweat upon our brow. We lift the pieces up, we won't back down.
Now I'm gonna guess that that's the end of the first verse, right?
The verse kind of goes a little bit further, but yeah, we can stop here because
Okay.
it kind of ramps up a bit after this.
Gotcha. Okay, so it would be nice if you would just let me know when the verses end, because I don't have your lyrics in front of me. Hold on. Runia says, "I'm a lurker from nature." Yeah, fair. Hello, Captain Rudy.
Well, I will.
Huh?
Hey, Rudy. Well, Suno basically doesn't follow. Well, when I basically divide it into verses, like it just kind of does its own thing.
Oh yeah, no, I've noticed that.
Right.
Like, do you think my the wild hunt after God is supposed to be one giant screed? No, there are actually breaks in the lyric instructions, and it didn't follow any of it. And like, I mean, I don't really mind. It's like one massive, like, again, just hard hard metal screed the entire time through. It's like, but you know, that's not what I intended when I was making it, and I couldn't get it to not do that.
And again, I've seen basically the type of stories and songs that you try to go for. I wouldn't be surprised if you were trying to make it into one long verse.
You know, I could probably do that. Oh my God! Have you ever read The Road? I hate that book with a passion. But have you ever read The Road by what? I forget the guy's name. Fucking.
Names are not my strong suit, and just calling a story a road does not narrow it down.
It's like Cormac McCarthy or something like that. I don't remember what the guy's fucking name is. I could not hate that book even more than I already do. Captain says, "Need help promoting a song, Cosmic?" I mean, if you want to be.
He's saying prompting. He's saying prompting.
Oh yeah, prompting a song. No, it's not the prompting a song that's the issue. It's very specifically when it's like it just wants to like rapid fire through it, but it does that largely with like when you are like getting close to the character limit in the box, and that's just because again, it's a lot of detail you're cramming into the lyric box, so it's trying to fit everything into like a 7-minute period. So it's just one of those things I run into on occasion. Okay, so let's go back to so we're at 41 seconds in. So let's go back to the first verse. Skylines torn, streaks are cracked and bare. Which, again, as we said, this was inspired when you were showing me the. When was that series? It was the Godzilla. It was the Godzilla, right? Godzilla series. Like what would it be like the 2000s that show premiered?
I think it was like 1998, 1999. Let me check.
That would have been the year of the movie being made, so that would have been like released right along that. Let me get my soda. That probably was nice to listen to, right? Yeah, 1998 was the movie. Huh?
Yeah. And it was also made in 1998.
Holy crap, that was fast.
First aired on September 12th, 1998. So basically just several months after the movie.
Captain says 1998 was the movie, and my favorite band is on the soundtrack of the movie. Fair enough. But feel free to let us know what the band is, because I have no idea. I was not a big fan of that movie. The movie is a terrible Godzilla movie, but as a functional remake of The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, it's actually pretty good.
I don't remember the name of the band, but he's talking about basically the one that's singing the "Oh no, there goes Tokyo, go go Godzilla."
I don't know. I've literally not seen that movie in like 2 decades.
But yeah, it's like, again, it's like the song was basically inspired because of that animated series, and as you can see in that line right there, basically it's like when a gaiju basically destroys a city, it always basically tears down the buildings.
Yeah. Kenok says, I mean, Unsub starts with them opening their cans. That's fair, right? I leave it a little bit more stochastic. You never know when the can is getting opened, right? Because you never know when the can is finished drinking, right? Or if there will be a can. But, let's see. Captain Rudy says it's Rage Against the Machine. Captain Rudy says it's Rage Against the Machine. Song is called No Shelter. I have to re-look that up. I haven't heard that song in ages. So, alright, so Skyline's torn.
Forever since I heard like half these songs.
Yeah, so Skyline's torn, the streets are cracked and bare. Obviously, cracked and bare is, again, damage to the roads. Skyline's torn is damage to the actual, like, buildings and the skyscrapers, which is why you see the giant cranes all the way in the background, right? You can even see some of these buildings are still destroyed. All right, let's see.
Indeed.
Let's go here. Towering shadows left their mark everywhere. Again, 3 guesses what this means, right? The towering shadows, in plural, are the giant monsters fighting each other, right?
Yes.
Kenok says, as opposed to doing a countdown, right? Oh, excuse me. That had to come out. Cabarudi says,
You're not excused.
Cavalry says, a line from the song, Godzilla, you motherfucking filler. Keep your eyes on the real killer. I mean, it kind of seems to sum up the disposition of the people making the movie, to be perfectly honest. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go forward. But at the break of dawn, we pull our boots on tight. Let's see. Hard hats gleaming in the morning light. So it's like, again, we can't deal with it right now because it's too late. So we got to deal with this first thing in the morning. Steel and concrete, sweat upon our brow. We lift the pieces up. We won't back down. So it's like, again, it's the challenge against entropy itself as it tears down what you've made before, and refusing to lie down in the ruins and to make something out, and instead making something out of the ruin of the situation, right?
Yes.
Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Justin, just someone, 1038 says, can't hear you over the hot waifu. What? Doctor Talk.
I think he's talking about my design.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the waveforms for.
He's making.
Huh?
He's making a joke. He's saying my character is too hot to pay attention to what we're saying.
Okay, that makes sense. Kionella says, I was wondering why my scanner and phone wasn't talking. Then it said, did you turn on Bluetooth? I smacked myself for not doing that ahead of time. That's fair. I've done that before. Blue collar rock. Yep, Canuck. Absolutely, right?
From the ashes rising, brick by brick we stand. A crew united, working hand in hand.
So it's kind of like the ethos of. So we're at 55. It's kind of the ethos of the song here, right? From the ashes rising, brick by brick we stand. So it's kind of like society itself is like a civilization is a phoenix, right? Rising from from its own ashes. And then brick by brick, which I remember talking to you when you showed me the song before you released it, right? And it's like, the whole brick by brick thing was completely unrelated to the whole the whole Lego situation going on now. And I was like, you and me had a whole conversation about like how brick by brick actually works, no matter whether you're talking about tearing something down or building something up, right? It's like, yes, we have this thing we got to build this massive structure or this massive project. How are we going to do it? Brick by brick, brick by brick. I'm very glad I didn't accidentally cut myself doing that. But anyway, or like if you're trying to tear something down, it's like, how do we tear down these communist systems that they've built? About brick by brick, brick by brick, right? It's just brick by brick. It's just such an actually genius like calling card for that, because it's just
You
like
had to bang your desk at that second time.
oh yeah, brick by brick, brick by brick. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
It kind of cut out a little bit.
So
That's the way it goes.
So brick by brick we stand. So that just has nothing to do with the actual whole Mansell Lego situation. So let's go.
I wrote this song before I even knew about that entire situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like synchronicity and whatnot, right? So a crew united, working hand in hand. So obviously it's just a sign of cooperation, right? So we're at 55 seconds. Hold on, we got more things in the chat. Cat Rudy says, Mr. Hot Waifu sounds like if Shayla and Eustace had a kid. I don't know if that's a burn or a compliment, to be perfectly honest. Canuck said,
I'll take both.
Canuck said, beat that mic like it owes you money. Brick by brick, like bam, there you go. Bricks and minifigs, that's what it was. I was like, what the fuck is the name of that company? Yeah. Oh my god, I have so many actually like really salty opinions about everything going on in that situation. But that's for another time, right? Right now we're
recently information that came out.
Yeah, but that's for a future thing to talk about. Right now we're trying to look at this song, right? All right.
We're trying to stick with today at Cosmic.
That's tomorrow, Cosmic, right? Okay. Let's continue.
The monster's gone, but our spirit remains in every beam we raise, in every window pane. We're rebuilding the city.
Okay, so is this one of those times where you were talking about like where the spacing doesn't actually match the lyrics?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to have a little bit of space between that and the last line. It does that to me all the time.
Yeah.
God damn it, Rudy. Right? Okay, so the monster's gone, but the spirit remains, right? So the monster is like the devastation, because let's be fair, oftentimes you could very well analogize a kaiju to like a natural disaster or like a war crime, right? I mean, just think about like how often that's just objectively what the monster represents in a lot of these movies, right? So the thing is, all right, like,
but even after they're gone,
keep going.
Continue what you're saying.
You go.
Yeah, it's like I think we're about to make the same points. Like the thing that caused the massive devastation is gone, but our spirit to keep moving forward still remains, as the song says.
Exactly. It's like, again, the city is devastated, but the spirit of man has not been crushed, right? Because like that's the whole point of like the human project, is to make effectively something from as close to nothing as possible, which is what we as a society have effectively done, right? Hold on.
Many times.
Let's see. Captain Rudy says, oh wait. What the? Okay. Yeah, Captain Rudy said, next song should be about how a cassowary is basically a kaiju turkey. Ah, so you saw the More Pars video, eh? I mean, he's not wrong, right? It's basically, I mean, it literally is a dinosaur by, cladistic measure, means, but still. In every beam we raise... The
cassowary destroys the Australian village.
Right. The cassowary would be what Australia would make a kaiju out of. But, yeah, so every beam we raise, in every window pane... not exactly a rhyme here, but... oh, wait, remain and pain is what's rhymed here. But, yeah. So, and there'll be something that some people might notice is the use of the tilde here, which is very clearly being used to indicate that the word is actually lengthened. So it's not set at a normal cadence. It's being lengthened in the song for, musical effect, right?
Yes, I know there's a more professional way of how you can actually go in and basically showcase exactly which sections are being lengthened, but this is basically like the lazy man approach.
That's fair. Captain Rudy says, bro, I love Morse Pars. He is. Let's see. Only Australia could start a war with flightless birds and lose. Boy, do I have something to tell you about rabbits.
That's the thing about Australia. Like, they keep saying that it's full of monsters, but if you pay attention, they basically lose the war to everything that they come across, including rabbits.
Yeah,
they lost a war to rabbits.
Oh my god! One thing is kind of funny is that like again, Australia got ravaged by a bunch of fat toads, but the islands that those toads came from got ravaged by a bunch of tiny frogs. It's just, oh my god.
Nature's weird.
Right, and those tiny frogs are from Puerto Rico, right? The homeland of the iron mouse. And funny enough, that frog has its own VTuber, right? And just calls themselves Koki, because that's what those frogs are called. It's just the sound that the frog makes, right? The Koki. Kenox. Oh, that happens.
It was a frog.
Yeah, no, it's a Koki is a frog. Let's see. Kenok says the emus, yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Kevin Rudy says Australia, land of the Kalids and home of the kaijus, right? All right, so let's get back to this. Let's see. In every window pane. And it is kind of funny because my first thought here was like the broken window fallacy. It's like we're actually not better off that the window is broken, right? But also it is like kind of like a glass, you can't really cry over spilled milk kind of deal, right? You just got to clean it up and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially considering again that like the kaiju represents a force of destruction that you can't really account for. Just someone says if only they could weaponize spiders, right? The Newcastle big boy drones, right?
Don't tempt Australia. They'll lose the war to the spiders they make.
All right, let us continue.
We're rebuilding the city, stone by stone, turning broken dreams into a brighter home. With hammers swinging to a hopeful song, we're stronger together where we belong. Oh, the future's calling, can you feel it too? We'll make it better, me and you.
So I'm gonna guess that's the end of that particular section of text, right?
Yes, that's actually where the verse ends.
Okay, is it a verse or a chorus? I'm still not entirely like on board with the musical lingo. So hold on.
What do I look like, a musician to you? I was an armless girl.
So we're rebuilding the city. This is like the mission statement, right? Is build up what was destroyed, which is de facto the entire project that all of us basically have to be working on right now when it comes to our home countries, right? Is that like, yes, what has happened to our countries has basically been like a giant fucking monster coming through and wreaking havoc. In fact, actually, in some degrees, it might have been more damaging to like what some things, to the damage some of our countries have taken through bad policies, through, again, like all kinds of stuff that like Kirsha and Leaflet honestly would probably bitch about for hours, which they are right to bitch about. But the thing is again, even if you get all that solved, you still have the issue of, like, again, rebuilding what was torn down. And, yeah, so we are rebuilding the city, stone by stone. So we go from brick by brick to stone by stone, turning broken dreams into a brighter home. So this is the idea of, like, kintsugi, right? Where it's like, kintsugi is a practice in Japanese pottery, where it actually, there's a funny story behind it. So it begins with like a noble whose like favorite bowl broke, right? And and he was heartbroken about it, so he wanted to get it fixed. So he actually got it shipped out to China to get it fixed. And the way that the Chinese the Chinese repairman fixed it was he just put a bunch of what are effectively staples in it to hold it together. And obviously, that's a really fucking ugly way to fix that, right? So the solution was get gold, make a gold powder, and get some adhesive, and literally just glue the broken pottery together with a gold overlay adhered to it. That way, the cracks themselves become part of the beauty of the thing repaired, right? So a thing can actually turn out to be more beautiful on the other end after being destroyed by how it's put back together, right? So again, we're turning broken dreams into a brighter home, which was only possible because those dreams were broken in the first place, right?
Which is the running theme of this song.
Right. Okay, let's see. With hammer swinging to a hopeful song. I mean, someone said blue collar worker rock, right? It is like, it's effectively what this is.
Yeah.
So
At least I now have a genre to call this by.
with hammer swinging to a hopeful song. And you know what? This actually kind of reminds me of that old image of like, laying the railroad tracks with the stake in the ground, and then you have the one man hit it with a hammer and pull with like a sledgehammer, pull back, but there's someone on the opposite side, and as soon as he's pulling back, the hammer hits down and he pulls back. There's a person to the right and the left, and they hit it, so it's like it goes pop, 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 pop in quick succession because you have four people working on the same stake. That's kind of what I get. It's like a worker song because a lot of
You
the
and me,
huh.
you and me, like you and me, basically know too much of the same type of media because that's exactly the imagery I was thinking about when making this lyric, this part right here.
Fair enough, right? But yeah. So it's like again, people working together in a coordinated fashion and singing a song. Which, to be fair, that's exactly what a sea shanty is, right? Sea shanties were things that you would sing while working on the ship, right? You have worker songs are things that you would sing.
Construction shanty.
Right? Because like back in the day, you'd have worker songs. These are songs people would sing while working, so that the day would move by faster and that they could increase productivity. Nowadays, working songs are frowned upon, but you know they're big project spirit builders. To be perfectly honest, right? Oh God, hold on. Captain Rudy says, "Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe, big boy, only in Australia." That is a great line. I lost my shit the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
Kinnock says that's the bridge into the chorus. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask someone how to tell these things apart by ear because I have no fucking clue. Right? Thank you, Kinnock, for letting me know. Captain Rudy says refer to the lyrics, refer to lyrics of "The Tide of Truth" if you want examples of verse chorus. I'll do that. Let's see, that or making mochi. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. We're stronger together where we belong, right? Again. So, you don't. So, obviously, again, the whole we have to work together to get anything done kind of deal, right? It's not the Communist Manifesto. It's just an acknowledgement that, like, look, man, if you want to get any of these things done, if you actually want to rebuild your community after it's been destroyed, you kind of all have to work together. You can't, man is not a god. He cannot. Huh?
Rome was not built in a day, and it was not built by one person.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, well, we're not gods. We can't stand on our own foundation, right?
Yep.
But railroad is far more apropos. I mean, fair enough, right? So we're stronger together where we belong. So, like, where is, in this case, in this group, right? So the we indicates community, and so we're turning community into a location, so this community is tied to a specific location, which obviously in this case we have the image of the city. The we is the community, and the community is intrinsically tied to the locus, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. So let's go forward. Oh, the future's. Wait, did we stop when we got here, or is this the next part?
I think it's like, hang on, move a little bit forward to see what the dialogue.
Oh no, it's the "We'll Make It Better, Me and You." Okay, so we're still on this part.
Yeah,
so,
that's where we. Yeah.
Oh, the future's calling. Can you feel it too? Right. So basically, the future's calling is we have a job to do right now, right? We can't put it off. We can't put it off. We have something to do right now because the future is calling, not in the sense that like it's there waiting for us. It's calling in the sense that like we have to build it in the first place. But that's why it's calling to us, right? So in a very real sense, it's not that like we are like it's not that like we're hurtling towards the future. We literally make the future. So the future is calling to us in the sense that like that we need to build it in the first place, right? That way we can get to that future that we want to be at, right? So the whole "can you feel it too?"
Waiting for us, but we can only reach it. But we can only reach it if we put in the work to make it.
I don't really think that like saying the future is waiting for us is really a helpful way to explain it. I do think the idea that like we actually literally make the future is a much more accurate way to look at this stuff. Because
I guess I got cut off because that's literally the second half of what I said.
No, I get it. I'm just disagreeing with the first half. I'm disagreeing with the first half. I'm agreeing with the second half, right?
Who's the songwriter here?
So can you feel it too, right? So like the whole idea of like can you feel it too being like again, this seems to be like a reference to a disposition. This isn't a defeatist call. This is a futurist call, right? This is again, just because things are bad now doesn't mean that they will always be bad. It's the whole idea like we're not doomed to perpetual decline. Captain Rudy says the future is calling. They want their apocalypse back. They can take their apocalypse and shove it where the sun don't shine, right? let's see.
New Jersey.
Just someone's 1038 says, keep saying you can feel it, and I think in the air tonight.
What?
Keep saying, can you feel it, and I think in the air tonight. I have no idea what you're getting at, just someone. Are you feeling it now?
Doctor to take it out.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? No, it's just I just didn't get the message. I just have no idea what you're talking about, my good sir. Can you feel it in the air tonight as a song? Oh, okay, that's why I'm not getting it. I have no idea what song you're referring to be perfectly honest. Wait. Hold on. Is it a Genesis song? I think you might be referring to a... Oh, okay. That is the thing. It took me way too long to put that together. It's like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Wait, I am getting a song, but it sounds like it's Genesis in my head. Okay, so it is Genesis. Right? That's fair. Oh my god.
It's like you might be the one who needs to see a doctor.
Right? I took too many blows to the head, right? Anyway. So, the future's calling. Can you feel it too? We'll make it better. Me and you. So again, it's like the future's calling. So what future are we doing? It's the future that we will make better. Me and you. So it's again a cooperative effort to make the future better. Let's see. When you can see the light bulb turn on. Yes, Kenok, the light bulb definitely turned on in real time. Right? Captain 30 says, it has the most recognizable drum fill in the world. Possibly, but it wasn't in my... But the lyrics were not in my head. All right, let's continue.
Kids are watching from the rubble's edge. We smile and wave, giving them hope instead. Wires and girders, peat and glass we blend, building back stronger than it was back then. Dust in the air, but a heart.
Okay, so that was the end of that? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about those lyrics.
Okay. So let's go back here. So after the "We'll make it better, me and you," the first line is kids are watching from the rubble's edge, right? So the kids are being kept out of the disaster zone, right? At least outside of the main danger sites of the disaster zone, right? And what's going on? Well, obviously kids are curious, so they're looking to see what the hell the adults are doing, right? And so what do they see the adults doing? They see the adults actually working to rebuild the city, right? We smile and wave, give them hope instead. Again, like not everything that just because things are ruined now doesn't mean they have to stay that way. We can actually make things better through our own reason, our own decision, our own volition.
And let the kids know that basically tomorrow will be a better day.
Yeah, tomorrow. Fair enough that tomorrow has a chance to be a better day. But also the thing I think of is like, children are imitators by nature, right? They imitate the things that they see. So if you emulate a good way of living life, oftentimes children will pick that up by nature, because children emulate those things that they that they see, and that's how they learn the world around them ultimately, right? It's like when a child starts swearing up a storm, it's usually because, let's be fair, the parents have a bit of a potty mouth, right?
I guess the parents should put the bar of soap in their own mouths.
Right? Let's see. Let's continue on. Wires and girders, paint and glass we blend. Again, where we're talking about like the process of building, right? You have the wires and girders. You can even see in the background here. Paint and glass. Again, these are just the description of construction. Okay, let's see. Building back stronger than it was back then. And again, this is kind of like the idea of like, now that we know how things can go wrong, we can actually build to account for how things go wrong. That way, the next time it happens, it's not, it's not actually as bad as it was this time, right? Like, you think if Japan were to build another nuclear plant after Fukushima, you don't think they would make it significantly stronger against an earthquake than it already was. Not to mention that, like in the Fukushima situation, it already went through. It survived way better than it was actually designed to. Right? Just pointing that out there. It survived remarkably well considering what it was actually designed to like withstand.
Yeah, it's like, and if they rebuilt the nuclear plant, like they'll take what worked and basically improved on what didn't.
Yeah, so
that's the way of how things always go.
That's the way you're supposed to do this stuff, right? That's the whole point of like reviewing how. Again, that's the whole point of like doing forensic work on how buildings collapse, or like the thing that you were telling me earlier about like that one thing in like Korea. I guarantee you, like when that building collapsed in Korea, there was a forensic investigation that then also was used for future building. The future guidelines for building, how not to build, right? But
well, actually, in the case of that shopping mall, is like it was literally because the dude who owns the place was basically skirting past all of the regulations.
Let's see. Hold on. Analysis. For some reason, the left is upset Trump is fixing the Capitol. Well,
because they don't want the Capitol fixed.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of the left is also just like misinformed about things going on, right? But a lot of it is also malicious. Some people, there's a reason we call it like Trump derangement syndrome, right? Oh my God, man can apparently do no right. Let's see, Captain Rudy's.
I keep telling you, Trump is not in your soup.
Right. Let's see. Captain Rudy says, children only imitate and emulate the bad things you do. They'll never say please and thank you, but they'll tell a random stranger to fuck off because reasons. I disagree with you.
How you raise them.
Right. I have a sneaking suspicion that's a literal skill issue. Right. Just someone 1038 says. Fukushima basically got punched by Godzilla, then violated by a squid monster. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually. If kaiju are representations of natural disaster, yeah. So you're saying?
I was going to continue the jokes. Like, show me on the diagram where the squid touched you.
Well, considering it's Japan, that's a very possible situation, right? Let's see. Captain Rudy says mentality of the left. Trump is. God damn it. Captain Rudy says mentality of the left. Trump is doing it, therefore it's bad because he's doing it. Unironically, that does seem to be how they think sometimes. Keel Nellis says, I work with kids and they will emulate your good side too. Exactly. Right? But also a lot of times when you see a kid doing in certain communities, and let's be fair, we know that it's not one community, but we also know which communities they are, right? When you see sometimes a kid doing the right thing, sometimes they'll get pushed down a peg by their own community for doing the right thing. So, it also depends on like what incentives are being given for behaviors. It takes a while for them to learn manners, but that's because most parents don't teach them it. Yeah, that's exactly my point. A lot of parents nowadays don't actually raise their kids. They expect someone else to raise their kid, and then they get really shocked when it turns out their kid didn't turn out the way that they want him to, right? Let's see. Captain says Fukushima was...
They never bet on who they're going to want their kids to be raised. Like, they just toss them either into a public school, into the neighborhood, and even now today, it's to online, and it's like, they never actually pay attention to who's actually raising their kids.
Yeah, because again, they're not actually interested in their kid, which is really, really disappointing, to be perfectly honest.
It's a very weird stance.
Yeah. Captain Rudy says Fukushima was wet and wild and not in the fun way. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Excuse me. Dust in the air, but this is the part where we need to go.
Yeah, the last line was the last part we listened to.
Okay.
That's the last part we listened to.
Kennock says, lead by example works with children and adults. Yeah, it does, because it turns out, like, when you show... Because leading by example shows that it's actually possible, right? Instead of it being abstract, vacuous gas, you give a concrete example of the thing that you're actually, like... trying to say is achievable, and because you're literally the example of the achievable, it gives a reason to first try and then try and eventually succeed, right? Captain Rudy says, it's almost as if being a parent requires effort on the parents' part. Well, if parents actually put effort into raising their kids, we wouldn't have to deal with this digital ID bullshit that the various world governments keep trying to push through. But, you know.
You ever consider just turning off the TV, sitting down with your kids, and beating them?
And hitting them. Oh my god, it's one of the greatest Bender bending Rodriguez lines ever. Oh my god, that sends me every fucking time I see it. It's like, yeah, granted, you probably shouldn't do corporal punishment for every little thing, right? But at the same time, it's like, have you ever just tried sitting down with your kids and not sparing the rod? Right? Oh my god. Okay, let's continue.
Dust in the air, but our hearts are clear. Proud construction crew, we show no fear. Every nail we drive is a promise made that tomorrow's light won't be afraid.
Okay, so is that the end of that?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I've kind of hit or miss with this prediction, right? Okay, so
Well, this song, with this song, it's kind of easy to tell where the lines are supposed to stop. And Tsuno just kind of decides to keep going.
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I can the oh yeah, it's literally the Reverend Lovejoy. Won't somebody please think of the children? If you were thinking about the children, you probably wouldn't let them on the internet, first of all, right? I'm just saying, right? The internet is not a place for children. And if you are going to let your kids on the internet, maybe actually like invest in the 10 minutes of research. You might need to find some actually good, parenting software to protect your kids. It literally is not that hard, especially now that we have AI to do half of the research outsourcing for you, right? Oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, I see that. Nice try. Nice
AI people are using AIs to teach them all this stuff.
Right. Nice try, Rudy. I see what you're doing there. And that is an appropriate reaction, Ken.
I don't see any nuts.
Right. So
It must be too small to see.
So dust in the air, but our hearts are clear. So it's like, again, there's the dust in the air is like obviously you have, like, for example, the footage of 9/11, and it's like, again, the dust in the air can be very thick, very opaque, right? Can't really see even 10 feet in front of your face. But the dust is in the air. So again, things are bad in the outside, but our hearts are clear. So, and this is the part where we get there. Proud construction crew, we show no fear, right? Because it actually takes courage to actually do, potentially, a lot of these jobs, right? Like, first of all, if you have any kind of acrophobia, fear of heights, God help you if you're trying to build a skyscraper, right? And man is naturally afraid. I'm not afraid of heights. Like, I love heights, but like, a lot of men are naturally afraid of heights. But also, it's like, yeah, some of the stuff that you're working around is like in construction crews, they have all these safety measures for a reason. A lot of this stuff could like seriously hurt or kill you. So it's like you need to actually be safe.
One wrong step from any of these guys up here, and basically, we're basically digging a 6-foot hole.
I mean, you might make a crater in the ground from this side up. But yeah. But where were we? Yeah, proud construction crew, we show no fear. But there's also goes back to here where it's like the whole point of art is to concretize a metaphysic, right? To take a view of man in his life, because art is a selective recreation of elements in reality for with a meaningful purpose. So here we see I think the purpose of the song is actually in this line. Dust in the air, but our hearts are clear. Proud construction crew, we show no fear. Every nail we drive is a promise made that tomorrow's light won't be afraid. And here is, again, we're moving from a state of chaos, right? Again, something formless after destruction, right? Something that had form and identity, like a building, has now been destroyed, right? It has lost its integrity. And so the goal now is to take this thing that has lost its integrity, right? This environment, and to actually make it conform to the mind of man, right? Again, I wrote a song somewhat about this too, where one of the lines was "Make matter toe the line," right? And the reason for that is, again, because we're trying to create a particular world that it's not just that we want to live in, but we want our descendants to live in, right? Which is something I know a lot of people nowadays don't seem to understand to think about, but, things here and there, right? There's a lot of Gengars in my chat for some reason, right?
That's a Gengar?
Yeah, that's a Gengar. Hold on.
Wait, it is a Gengar. That was a cat.
Okay, that's really funny. I didn't expect that mistake. I thought you would have all people noticed that was a Gengar.
No, seriously. If you see it from my computer screen, it actually looks like a cat.
Okay, fair enough. Oh my god, now we got Kirsha and Leaflet dancing. Oh my god. Right. But yeah, so I think this is the ultimate message of, yeah, I think this is the ultimate message of the song right here in this particular section of the text is instead of, you can't just leave the world in ruin, you actually have to make matter to the line. You actually have to be part of the construction crew, right? Part of the builder project to actually make reality, as much as you can conform with the idea in your head, right? Not in the sense of negating reality, but by understanding reality around you and actually, again, making matter toe the line. Hence, every nail we drive is a promise made that tomorrow's light won't be afraid, right?
Yep.
Okay. It seems the chat is moving really quickly, so hold on. See, the song sounds very country. Have you tried different styles like rap? Well, that would be a Doctor of Insanity question. I don't know if you did actually try rap. I think the first song you did is rap, eh?
No, for this one I basically tried classic rock, but for some reason it just kept wanting to make this song country.
That's fair. Kionala says 2 things make the human world go around is money and men. You're not wrong, right? Money is how we allocate, again, decisions about what is the thing we need to work on at the moment, and resource allocation. And the men are the one who actually do the on the ground foundational work to make sure everything runs. You are absolutely correct about that. Let's see. Kenok says it's not even the ground; it's hitting the steel on the way down. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. You might die before you hit the ground if you fall from here, too, right? Good Lord, man.
Either way, you're going into the ground.
Right? Depending on how you hit, how far down you hit one of those steel girders, you might hit the ground in multiple pieces. Let's see. Cameron says...
I'm making a burial joke.
I know. Cameron says, I'm not afraid of heights, I'm afraid of falling. I'm perfectly fine climbing a rock wall with a harness, being in a tall building, flying a plane, etc., and just be fine. But as soon as I feel like I'm about to fall over, even if my feet are planted on the ground, I have a mini heart attack. That's fair. We're making our own hype train, absolutely based. Become the future that you seek to manifest, right? All right, back to the song. So this is the part where we actually left off on, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
The night was dark, but the day has come. We rise together, steady as the sun.
And I'm pretty sure that's the end of that, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So the night was dark, and obviously we're talking about the disaster itself is the night, right? The period of uncertainty, right? Let's see. But the day has come, so it's again, the nightmare is over, and now it's time to wake up and actually get to work rebuilding what had happened. So the day has come. We rise together. So this is a communal project, steady as the sun, right? Now, I don't know how you came up with this line, but it's definitely an interesting line because steady as the sun is a very literal way of, again, you're reflecting, in a sense, the nature of the sun. As the sun rises and sets on a steady pace that's predictable and reliable, right? So too must we emulate the sun by being steady in our attempt to, rebuild the world around us that has been destroyed, right?
Yeah, it's the easiest way to explain how I came up with this thing is like if the monster destroying the city is the representation of the darkness, then the people rebuilding the city is basically the sun.
Yes. Just someone 1038 says, AI can be very stubborn. There are workarounds, but sometimes it's just like the AI has a specific personality. That's true. Max Ray 66. Oh, hello there.
Sometimes
Keep going.
I was going to say it's like some of the songs I had down the lines, like the AI just wanted to do what it wanted to do, and it's like I'm like, you know, this is actually better than what I was planning, so now I'm going with it.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
Max Ray 66 says, "Hi, would you do a reaction to my friend's track?" You're free to send it in the thing. I'll get to it if I can. But this is gonna be a shorter stream than I usually do. Last time I did a stream, it was like 2 hours, and I'm probably not gonna be on for like another 4-hour session. But yeah, if you send it to me, I can put it in the queue. Let's see. Okay, so where are we? Steady as the sun. So then, okay, the next line is what we're waiting for. Okay, so obviously what we just heard right now is basically a repeat of the first verse, right?
Correct.
Okay,
so there's really no need to go over this part because we already just did.
Yeah. Kenok says a shorter stream. He says at almost an hour in. Have you seen a Kirsha stream? Right? Have you seen a Kirsha stream?
Like the fact that we're basically like, how far along in the song we are? Like almost 2/3.
Yeah.
The fact that we're basically 2/3 into this song and we're only an hour into it is basically short for this dude.
Yeah. Have you not seen like what I did with Play Astronomica's video? Like that was almost a 3-hour reaction. I turned a 5-minute video into like a 5-hour commentary. I mean a 3-hour commentary. Right? So is that the end of that verse? Or is there a little bit more on that?
It goes a little bit more. We can stop here.
Okay. No, I've never seen a Kirsha stream. Well, I'm telling you right now, some of these people go for like 10 fucking hours in streams. Oh my god, I don't know how Lusty Lynx does that stuff she does. It's like, she is fucking in it for the love of the game. I'm like, I could not imagine streaming this much. I streamed for like 6 hours one time, and I was like, I'm dead.
She's had her vocals trained.
Right? I streamed for 6 hours one time, and at the end of it, I was like, I am die. Thank you forever. Discord is the best way to send React suggestions. Hold on. I don't know if it's Twitch, but if you send it either on Twitch or YouTube, because I'm on both of them right now, one of them actually sends the link, but I don't remember which one. So like if you put it in the link, one of those should work. He spent almost an hour reacting to the sea shanty I made for him. I mean, I'm a chatty bitch. What can I say, right? Okay. Wait. So we're doing the react to this part, right?
Thing is,
yeah.
Yeah. It's like the difficult part with this dude is finding a way to get him to shut up.
Right. So, let the rivers run, let the gardens grow, right? So again, we're talking about like life coming. We're talking about like returning the boon of life to the world of the dead at this point, right? In places monsters used to roam. So again, it's like we're accounting for the monsters now. We're trying. Yeah. Used to. It's in the past, right? Not the future. Let's see.
Yeah.
We plant new seeds where the old walls fell. Let's see. Again, we're talking about like building up a new society, a new, not society, but a new, structure. This is our story. This is our tale to tell. Okay, so this is where we stopped, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So see if we can find anything here. The place where monsters used to roam, I guess, could also be the fact that like a lot of the what would you say, monster movie stuff, and whoop, there goes my chat, but I can find that later. No, it actually did just like wipe.
Streamer, everyone.
No, the OBS is the thing freaking out. I can pull this up pretty easy. But the thing is, where was I? Oh yeah, the places monsters used to roam. It's like, well, are we talking about like the giant monster, the disaster, or is like because it says monsters in plural, right? And sometimes big monsters and little monsters come hand in hand, right?
And usually inside these monster movies, there are both.
Yeah.
And we ain't talking about basically the creatures that disgust a bunch of people.
Right. Kenok says he spent. Let's see. Kionello says they worked up to it, build up their stamina. Oh, I'm aware of that, but it's like, my God, man. Sea shanties deserve a thorough deep dive. That's correct. The link did send. Let's see. So let it be known, Max Ray 66. The link did send. Captain Rudy says, when I first met Lynx right after Crybrows dropped, she streamed for like 18 hours straight. Holy fuck! I went to bed, woke up for work the next morning, and she was still streaming. She's on that grind, right? she's doing it for the love of the game. Kinnock says, I know those streams, good on them for the dedication. I just hope they're keeping good care of themselves health-wise, because that can really fuck you up. Have you considered our...
We've already seen some of the Hall Light people needing throat surgery because they're not used to such lengths.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not even a used to thing. It's just a physiological thing. You're not meant to talk to that degree. There's a language actually in Africa called Ka. It's got a click consonant at the beginning. I just don't remember which one. But the thing is like, it uses a lot of really throat-taxing sounds and rhythms. And as a result, there are physiological changes that actually happen to their voice box because of the way that you actually use the muscles in the throat in order to actually talk. And this is something that even develops to people who are learning the language, again, because of how taxing it is on the throat and in the specific ways it taxes the throat. So it's an interesting little thing. The way you talk does actually affect your throat and your vocal cords and all that stuff. And, sometimes it's a little interesting. But anyway, just someone says...
funny word, Magic Man.
Just someone says, have you considered our seeds instead of new seeds? Feel free to ignore me. Okay, yeah, my chat box is just flubbed on OBS, so I'm gonna have to pay attention to the pro chat.
It read that comment. It read that comment and it was basically like, not anymore.
So let's continue. Hold on. Yeah, we plant new seeds. Let's see. Yeah, and that's obviously what the honorable chatter is talking about is this verse, right?
Yes.
Tell to tell. Okay, so we stopped at tail to tell.
Yeah.
Rudy says she just started her lustathon, so she was trying to get as many hours in as possible. Then the subs and donations rose the clock to over 400 hours, and she was like, "Okay, time to dial it back." Yeah. Yeah, I am aware. It was a funny thing to see. So I'm pretty sure that was actually the end of this particular lyric, wasn't it?
Correct.
Okay. So we won't forget, but we won't stay down, which is again like very obvious of like the again. What's the thing that was told to Bruce Wayne? In what was it? Batman Begins. It's like it's not that we fall down; it's that we choose to get back up, kind of deal, right? So it's like which is effectively here, right? It's like we won't forget, which would be really stupid to forget because forgetting would be not accounting for the things that did this in the first place. But we won't stay down. It's like again, like this did not defeat us. We are conquerors. We will actually. We came. We saw. We conquered. But let's see. Look around. The city's getting found. And like, how is it getting found? Well, it's getting found because it's being literally built, right? So literally, you're finding it in the sea of possibilities by reducing it from possibility into actuality, right? Which is a very hylomorphic way of looking at it.
Yep.
Okay. Kenok says, honorable chatters love foxus. They do, right? Captain says, no fox given.
Everyone in this community loves foxus.
Oh, yeah, right?
We're rebuilding the city, stone by stone, turning pain and loss into a place called home. Hear the hammers singing loud and strong. A new day's coming, we've been waiting long. Yeah, the future's bright, shining right on through. We did it together. You rising from the ruin.
Okay, so this is obviously the outro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did the rule of three thing where it's like on the third iteration, you actually changed it lyrically. So, let's see. We go to we're rebuilding the city stone by stone, turning pain and loss into a place called home, right? So it's not that you're living. So these people. This is interesting because this could be read two ways, but in context, it actually informs how you're supposed to read this verse, right? Because if you said that like this line in abstract could refer to, for example, making your home inside pain and loss. But here we're talking more of a type of alchemical transmutation, right? Which I think the alchemical word for this would be like albedo and rubido, where you're turning something like lead or base metal into something gold, silver, which in the case of like or gold, which is the goal of albedo, or into something that can make more gold, like the Philosopher's Stone, right? So that would be the process of a rubido. And this is the antithesis of what the actual monsters did in this thing, which I guess if we're going to use the alchemical, analogy, would be closer to something like nigrido, the act of like breaking something down from a higher component into a lesser component, right? Deconstruction or putrefaction, something like that, right? So here, obviously, we're turning again that which has been decomposed and putrefied, and returning it back into gold. Let's see.
Here, way more complex than I was basically that was going to be said, but yes.
Let's see. Hear the hammers singing loud and strong. So it now we're turning from again like we're from the workers are singing to the hammers themselves are part of the music, right? They're not just part of the music in the sense that like they are part of the lyrics, but they're part of the musical quality of the song itself. So. Which I'm actually kind of interested. I'm gonna have to look into that. I wonder if that was actually something in the old worker, the work songs, where the sound of the work itself was part of the musical quality. But I'd have to do some research into that.
It was.
Oh, interesting. So that's why you did that.
Yep.
Okay. So loud and strong. Cause yeah, let's be fair. The hammers are gonna be fucking loud, right?
Maybe one power tool that isn't going to be allowed.
Right? A new day is coming. We've been waiting long. So again, it's like they had to build this set. They had to build this future in the first place, right? And it was not this is literally Rome was not built in a day kind of deal, right? It takes a lot of patience, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and a lot of just like, again, like fucking putting your putting like elbow grease and like putting work to the grindstone to get this done. So we've been waiting long. So I was like, it's not just the people like not part of the thing who's been waiting. The people waiting longest in a sense are actually the people doing the work, right? Let's see. Yeah, the future's brighter, shining right on through. And again, it's shining brighter because you can actually see the end goal. You can actually see the metaphysic you want to concretize. You can actually see the reality that you want to actually create by understanding the world around you and making matter toe the line. So, and that light shining in the future is the work of the workers here, right? And of the people and of their employers, because it's not just them doing this. The employer actually has to be the one to allocate the resources and actually, again, get everyone together and coordinate all this, right? It actually turns out the worker and the employer are not ontologically at odds with each other, as the Marxists would say.
Yeah, because without them, this entire process would take way longer and be less efficient.
Yes. So then we did it together, me and you. So it's like we moved from like, again, from a vision of this future to working for this future, and then at the very end, the third iteration here, we have concretized this future. It has moved from a mere possibility into the actuality, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Let's catch up with chat. Just someone 1038 says, "Oh, I almost forgot. AI agents have begun popping up. You can use a LLM to look up a specific style and have it tell a text-to-image AI or a text-to-video AI create something more in line with your idea." Interesting. Kevin says, "Stop! Hammer time! God damn it! Hammer sight!" Kionalo says, "Creating anything is a very trust the process because the beginning looks like a mess." Oh yeah, yes, very much so, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're basically trying to build at the beginning. It's like, even if you basically like get a desk that you need to put together, once when you lay everything out, it's going to look a mess.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Rising from the ruins, we're rising once again. Proud construction crew until the very end.
And then, yeah, I don't think we have to really expand too much on this outro, right? Rising from the ruins, right? That's literally the whole point of the song, right? Is entropy, not letting entropy win. We're rising once again, like a phoenix from the ashes, which fits because of the solar imagery in the background, right? The phoenix as a bird has always been associated with fire and the sun, and rebirth.
Funny enough, when I was basically writing this song, I was envisioning humans as the phoenix.
Right? Proud construction crew until the very end, right? Again, this entire song is also kind of like a song in praise of the oftentimes overlooked heroes who actually literally build the world around us, right? Like the men who actually put their like nose to the grindstone and actually literally create the environment around us actually do make make matter toe the line, especially after a natural disaster happens, right? It's the construction crews that have to come in and actually again rebuild housing, rebuild workspaces, rebuild all that has been lost, right? So, and it's the thing that we kind of really don't get seen talk about outside of, again, that Godzilla cartoon we were watching, right? Where they talk about the costs of reconstructing after, devastating attacks. It's not something you see brought up, but it would actually make a really interesting film to like specifically focus on the construction crews who have to deal with, as they deal with, the damage caused by giant monsters, right? Let's see. Hello, Little Reaper. I see you agree with the assessment, right? All right, so now that we've gotten through this, let's go one more time looking at this. And I don't think...
Before that, and it's like... Before that, it's like... You want me to talk about the image and the idea when creating this song?
Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea.
Okay, so with this image, I basically did originally start with the concept that you basically suggested, and just basically put my lyrics and such into ChatGPT, which I use ChatGPT because it's the closest AI to get to my character design being correct. All these AIs I have tried. So, and I basically did that, and it basically came out with an image of just my character standing in front of construction workers doing stuff, and it's like, yeah, that didn't work. It feels more, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine, something like that, of having my characters actually helping to support the crew. So that's what kind of led to my character being on this trolley heading tools and lunch.
I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah. And the idea for the song is like, again, we were watching the 1998 Godzilla cartoon, and at the construction scene, it's like, and I've seen basically how all these type of monster movies kind of depict the reconstruction. They don't really put too much focus on it, but it's always treated as basically like a doom and gloom type of things. Like, it's kind of sucks that we have to rebuild the city, and I'm like, what? And when watching the scene, the idea popped into my head. It's like, it's actually more of a hopeful moment, because like in most stories, you have it to where basically it's like, yeah, the thing basically destroyed the area. We basically just give up and be stuck in hopelessness. But no, it's like we actually have the people trying to rebuild to continue for the future.
Yeah,
it's actually a very hopeful message when you actually think about it.
I mean, I would agree. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, just looking at the image, I can tell this was made by ChatGPT. But also, outside of that, it's like, yeah, I kind of figured that, like, when you put this out, I was like, yeah, this looks like it. Just even if it wasn't just like the visual tells that, yeah, this is ChatGPT. It was also just more along the lines of like, I think you would more easily get that out of ChatGPT than you would Grok, for example, to be perfectly honest. Just because, again, your character design in particular, but also just the rest of this as well. It's like, damn, that would be a lot of prompting. That's some fucking Keen level of prompting right there, right? Like, that's some pirate level, like, oh yeah, this is a 3,000 word prompt level prompting, right?
Don't get me wrong. I basically had a lot of wording for my prompt for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Probably about the same amount that you're supposed to give to Grok.
Let's say Little Reaper says, isn't Kaiju 8 based on that premise of cleaning up after monster attacks? I actually don't know. I haven't seen or read Kaiju 8 yet. I do want to see it. It's just been a little busy, right? Let's see. Just someone 1038 says, I mentioned the agents because they helped me produce Amy Lee from Evanescence as Eldar Farsia from Warhammer 40k. What an interesting combination, actually. That's a combination I never would have actually thought about. Holy crap. Let's see. Kenok says the other unsung heroes, the support roles, right? Oh my god, that would be actually kind of interesting. Is like, again, see like a Godzilla short film at least, right? Just talking about like again, just focusing on the unsung heroes that are not usually focused on. Again, like the construction crew, or again, like the police, like a police officer, right, having to deal with the chaos after all this stuff, or during all this stuff, right?
Have you actually seen the list of the unmade Godzilla movies?
Have I seen it?
Known ones.
I mean, I know it's on the Godzilla wiki. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a couple of them, but I haven't seen all of the ones in the list.
Yeah, it's like some of them actually have quite similar and quite interesting type of ideas that makes me wonder why. It's like, well, I can understand why they didn't, but it makes me regret that they didn't actually go with them.
By the way, I see that you put a Leaflet on the whole support roles thing, because yeah, I could imagine Leaflet preferring to play support roles, to be perfectly honest. Let's see, Captain Rudy says, do we arm the homeless or home the armless? Interesting.
Why not both?
Right? Didn't Hassan get in trouble for that exact thing? Like, where he just gave fucking knives to a homeless person? Or am I confusing him with someone else?
I honestly don't really pay attention to what that dude does.
Okay, yeah, I might be confusing him with someone else, but I thought I remembered something about like Hassan giving like knives to like a fucking vagrant in like Los Angeles or something like that. It was some crazy shit, but it could have also been some other leftist screed tuber, to be perfectly honest. Canuck says, I was referring specifically to the Lunch and Tool Express that Doctor is playing in the image. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, so funny.
Oh my god, it does say Tool in there. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm colorblind too, so that's my excuse.
Yeah, like, funny thing is, it's like ChatGPT just wanted me to basically be walking on this thing. I decided to add in the trolley myself. Well, I told it to put a trolley.
I mean, that's fair. Alright, hold on. Let me send... hold on. Alright, so we are going to listen through it a second time, and I don't imagine, considering how thoroughly we went through this, that we're going to see anything really to comment on the second time, but there's no reason to not give it a try, eh?
Correct.
Alright.
The skyline's torn, the streets are cracked and bare. Tower and shadows left their mark everywhere. But at the break of dawn, we pull our boots on tight. Hard hats gleaming in the morning light. Steel and concrete, sweat upon our brow. We lift the pieces up, we won't back down. From the ashes rising, brick by brick we stare. A crew united, working hand in hand. The monster's gone, but our spirit remains. In every beam we raise, in every window pane. We're rebuilding the city, stone by stone, turning broken dreams into
To a brighter home.
with hammers swinging to a hopeful song.
I don't think the mic is fully.
We're stronger
I know it's not muted.
together where we belong. Oh, the future's calling, can you feel it too? We'll make it better, me and you. Kids are watching from the rubble's edge. We smile and wave, giving them hope into a place called home. Hear the hammers singing loud and strong. A new day's coming, we've been waiting long. Yeah, the future's bright, shining right on through. We did it together. Rising from the ruins, we're rising once again. Proud construction crew until the very end.
Yeah, I don't really have a commentary to add after that, to be perfectly honest. But it does look like Kenok and oh, that's you. Henya's you. That's entirely fair. The fucking dancing Henya. Oh my god. Captain Rudy's got the dancing embers, right? And the fucking twerking Gengar.
I swear that still looks like a cat to me.
Oh, excuse me.
You're not excused.
Right? So, I guess that's all. That's all I really have to say about the song. I think I gave it a decently, what would you say, in-depth cover, right? About like the like what it's trying to get at.
Yeah, and it only took you about an hour and a half.
It was a short one today,
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, 15 minutes was probably reading chat, right? All right. So,
Before you end the stream, if you press the escape.
Okay, if I press the escape.
If you go to my channel, post.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, this is a little hint for anyone who wants to know basically the song coming out on Wednesday.
Okay, that's fair.
If you click on it, you'll see the full image.
Well, I mean, I would if it would show me the full image. So, open image, a new tab, it seems. Okay. There's a lot of compression going on here with YouTube, right? Oh, I know which one this is. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. And this is the one I thought you were talking about, but yes. Okay.
You kind of cut out there for a second.
I said, yeah, I thought this was the one you were talking about, but yeah, now I know exactly what song you're talking about. All right, that's definitely going to be an interesting review in the stream. Right?
Yeah. So basically, to all you people in the chat, I ain't going to spoil what the song is, but it's going to be a bit of a wild one.
Yeah. It's a fun wild, but it's definitely like a, yeah, fair enough, right? He's doing one of the things that I do where I like use song to call out a particular subset of people, but unlike mine, he can do it in under 10 minutes, right? Right? Not like me, where I'm gonna bitch about these people for 10 minutes in song form. He's like, I can end these people's whole career in 4.
What's that one? I forget who said it, but like what that one person said, it's like you can start one of your song, fall asleep, wake up, the song's still going.
Right. Man chugs a 2-liter of root beer before stream, I swear. I actually, root beer is a little too heavy for me, to be perfectly honest. I mostly drink cola. Let's see. You got more in you. I believe you can go longer. they're like, I will not rest until this song is 2 hours of analysis. If you really want to do a deep dive, I sent my SCUAIMV in chat. If we have time, I'll get to it, but I do want to talk about a little bit of news before we get to another one, though. A lot of private time towels there. Yeah, he's calling out a specific subset of people, and I think you can tell what the subset is from the image. More wet and wild.
This imagery here was very, like, this image here was actually fun to prompt.
More wet and wild than Fukushima is a crazy line, Rudy. All right, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Yeah, thank you, Doctor of Insanity, for dropping by and letting me review your song.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, I'll see if we can we'll talk about whether or not we're gonna do this again tomorrow for the other song. Okay.
Understood.
All right, so I am going to end the episode. So y'all have a lovely day, and I'll see y'all next time.
Take care, everyone.
All right, bye.